Hello everyone, it's good to be back. So grab your seat while we discuss on the perfect plan. We will be using two characters as case study for this topic. Number one is King David's counselor Ahithophel. In the time of King David, the advice of Ahithophel was like that of one who inquires of God. He was a man full of wisdom that if he were in the world today with the many worries, oh my God, we will be trooping in and out seeking for counsel. But he later turned against his boss, King David, and united with his son Absalom. So one day, he was summoned to give counsel as usual by Absalom against his father, King David, a man after God's own heart. 2 Samuel 17. If you read that place very well, you will find out that in verse 14, it wasn't that he gave a bad counsel. No. As a matter of fact, he came up with a good plan. But this time around, something was missing. The God factor. He took out God and became selfish. So, his good plan was turned down in answer to David's prayer. Ahithophel went back home, frustrated. He committed suicide and died. Our second but contrasting character is Joseph in Genesis 41. The king of Egypt had a terrifying dream, and the young man was recommended to interpret the dream. Joseph at that point acknowledged God as the center. He said, I cannot do it, but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires. For that reason, God gave him the interpretation. And not that alone, he gave him a strategic plan as solution. The plan seemed good to Pharaoh and to all the other officials. And what happened? They adopted it because God had endorsed it. So, what are we saying in essence? A perfect plan is not necessarily just a good plan, in quotes, but one approved of God. It is a plan made with God as the inspirer and also the assistant. No man can ever say no to that kind of plan. It comes with a persuasive aura that Pharaoh asked, can we find anyone like this man? One in whom the Spirit of God is in. Wow! Even a pagan, an idol worshiper, recognized the perfect God behind the perfect plan. The presence of God was what validated Joseph's counsel. Joseph became the first foreign vice president in a foreign land. He became a professional entrepreneur that the whole world came and bought from his God-given idea. So we urge us today to let God be the center of our circle while we plan. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will direct your path. It is a promise. Involve Him when you want to make a plan in that small and great business decision. It is unto a man to throw a die, but the Lord determines how it falls. Trust me, you won't regret it.